You know, I was just thinking about this strange thing I never really understood.
Oh, yeah. What's up?
Well, you can see someone doing like everything perfectly right for their body.
Right.
They eat this bright, fully plant-based diet. They hit all their sleep goals. They
Mm.
drink so much water.
Yeah, the whole routine.
Exactly. And yet, for some reason, they are just completely, deeply exhausted.
Oh, wow.
Like their patience is just gone. They lose their train of thought all the time.
Yeah.
And they just have absolutely no idea why. It just always makes me wonder, what is missing.
It is such a common thing, honestly. Many people share that exact feeling.
Really?
Oh, absolutely. It's this quiet contradiction. You look down at your plate and see, vibrant health.
Right, all the colors.
Exactly.
Right.
But under the surface, the body is sending out these quiet distress signals.
Because it's running on empty.
Yeah, it really is.
And that is exactly what we are exploring in our deep dive today.
It is such an important topic.
It really is. We are looking at this massive, mostly hidden blind spot for people on long-term plant diets.
Mm-hmm.
We want to uncover these two specific nutrients that just silently drain your energy.
Right.
We'll talk about how this happens in the body, why we always just blame our busy lives, and the small daily habits that protect your brain.
And, we aren't just talking about feeling a little tired after a big meal.
No, not all.
Right. We are talking about a quiet, multi-year drain on the physical structure of your nerves.
Wow, a multi-year drain.
Yeah. It hides in plain sight. It looks like stress or low mood or just brain fog.
Right.
But the real issue is a basic shortage of raw materials.
Okay, so let's get right into that shortage.
Let's do it.
When people cut meat out of their diet, I feel like the first panic is always about iron, right?
Oh, always. Iron or protein.
Exactly. But the real gap, the quiet one, is vitamin B12.
Yes, that is the big one.
And the catch is plants just do not make it.
They really don't.
Like essentially zero ready-to-use B12.
Right.
It's almost entirely found in animal foods. Meat, eggs, dairy, fish.
Mm-hmm.
So why is that? I mean, why wouldn't a perfectly healthy plant have B12?
Well, because it's not actually made by plants or animals.
Wait, really?
Yeah, it's actually made entirely by very specific soil bacteria.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, and bacteria in the guts of animals. So grass eaters, like cows, they have stomachs built to hold these bacteria.
All right, they ferment their food.
Exactly.
Yeah.
So they absorb the B12 made right inside their own stomachs.
But we don't have that setup.
No, we don't.
Yeah.
Humans historically got it by eating the animals that did have that setup.
So when you remove the animal products, you just shut off the pipeline.
You completely shut it off.
So if that pipeline is shut off, what is the body actually failing to do?
Well, B12 is needed for two major things.
Mm-hmm.
The first is making healthy red blood cells.
Okay.
Without it, your body starts making these really large, clumsy red blood cells.
Clumsy.
Yeah, they can't move well through your tiny blood vessels.
Oh.
So oxygen delivery to your brain and your muscles physically slows down.
So you are literally starving for air at a cellular level.
Exactly.
Yeah.
Which explains that deep, heavy fatigue.
Right. That makes so much sense.
But the second thing is even bigger. B12 builds the coating around your nerves.
the myelin sheath, right?
Yes.
People always compare it to like the rubber coating on a copper wire.
That's a great way to picture it. But let's take it a bit further.
Okay.
Imagine your nerves are like a high-speed fiber optic network.
Oh, I like that.
Yeah. The coating isn't just passive armor. It's what lets the signals jump super fast from point to point.
Right.
When B12 drops, that coating actively breaks down. The armor strips away.
So if the armor strips away, do the signals just short circuit?
They do. They misfire, they slow down, they leak.
Oh, wow.
And this is where the physical signs show up. You get brain fog because the signals in your mind are literally degrading.
That is wild.
You might feel super annoyed for no clear reason. And a huge red flag is tingling in your hands or feet.
The tingling. Yes.
Yeah.
I always hear about that. It's not just your foot falling asleep, is it?
Not at all.
Yeah.
It's your nerves glitching out because they are exposed.
You're struggling to send the data.
Exactly. The nerves are crying out for the raw material they need to stay whole.
Okay, but this brings up a massive question for me.
Sure.
If it's this vital, right, this raw material for oxygen and brain signals,
Right.
and I decide to go strict plant-based today, wouldn't my nerves start glitching like next week?
You would think so, right?
Yeah. Why does it stay hidden for so long?
It is because of this amazing natural backup plan, I like to call it the liver bank account.
The liver bank account.
Yeah. Usually vitamins like B12 dissolve in water.
Like vitamin C.
Exactly. If you take way too much vitamin C, your body just flushes it out that same day.
Right. You can't really save it up.
But B12 breaks that rule completely.
Mm-hmm.
Because early human diets were so random, the body built a huge storage tank.
Oh, wow.
Your liver has special hooks just to catch and hold on to B12. It can warehouse years of supply.
Years. Just sitting in the liver.
Yes, a multi-year supply.
That is incredible.
It is. But that exact wonder of nature is why it becomes a trap today.
Because you feel fine.
Exactly. You change your diet, you feel great for 3 or 4 years, eating no B12 at all.
And your body is just quietly sipping from the liver tank.
Quietly sipping, yeah. Until you hit the bottom of the tank.
And then what?
The drop is steep. You crash, seemingly overnight.
Oh, wow.
You wake up drained, your brain is cloudy. But since you've eaten the exact same way for years and felt great, you never blame the food.
Right. You assume you are just stressed out.
Or you blame your sleep. Exactly.
That is wild. The delay totally hides the real cause.
It really does.
Now, let's add the second layer to this, because B12 isn't working alone, right?
No, it's not.
There is a second nutrient that almost always drops right along with it, making the fatigue so much heavier.
Yes.
Vitamin D3.
The co-conspirator.
Right. And to grasp why this combo is so tough, we have to rethink vitamin D3 entirely.
We do. It is really badly named.
How so?
Because it acts way more like a hormone than a normal vitamin.
Okay, what's the body's natural difference there?
Well, a normal vitamin usually helps a process happen, like breaking down food.
Right.
But a hormone actually goes into the core of your cells and talks to your DNA directly.
Wait, really?
Yeah, it turns specific genes on or off. D3 has receivers in almost every part of your body.
Wow.
It directly controls the genes that make dopamine and serotonin.
Which are the mood chemicals in the brain.
Exactly. The ones that keep you stable and calm.
So if D3 drops, your brain physically cannot follow the instructions to make enough serotonin.
Spot on. It also guides your immune system and tells your gut to absorb calcium.
It's like a master key.
It really is a master key.
And so many adults are totally running low on it. But this isn't just a plant eater problem, is it?
Not at all. Because D3 doesn't really come from food in the first place.
Right. Meat or no meat, food is just a bad source of D3.
It really is. The human body is built to make it through sunlight hitting the skin.
When the sun's rays hit the natural cholesterol in your skin, it starts a chain reaction.
Yes. Your liver and kidneys then finish the job to activate it.
But modern life has basically erased the sun from our days.
Completely. We wake up indoors, drive in a closed car, sit in a closed office, and drive home.
And when we do go outside, like in the summer, we cover ourselves in sunblock.
Which many people feel is vital to protect their skin.
Oh, absolutely.
But standard sunblock cuts vitamin D production by over 90%.
Wow. Over 90%.
Yeah. It just shuts it down.
Okay, let me ask something I think a lot of people wonder.
Sure.
If I know I'm tired and I'm eating big bowls of leafy greens, surely I'm making up for it somewhere, right?
People say that all the time.
Right, like, just eat more spinach for iron and energy. If my iron is great, doesn't that protect me?
I am so glad you asked that because it is a massive myth.
Really?
Yeah. Iron and B12 are both needed for the blood, but they use totally different paths in the body.
Oh, okay.
They cannot be swapped. Spinach gives you iron, but it has 0 of the core molecule for B12.
None at all.
None. You could eat a giant pile of spinach, have perfect iron, and still suffer severe nerve issues from 0 B12.
So greens cannot replace an absent structural part.
Exactly. No amount of greens can replace it.
That is a scary false idea.
It is, and it ties right into another false idea about the sun.
Right. People think, well, I walked the dog for 10 minutes yesterday, so my sun levels are fine.
But the body's natural setup isn't that simple.
No.
Not at all. Making the vitamin depends heavily on the sun's angle and the tone of your skin.
Oh, right.
Darker skin has more natural block against the sun.
So people with darker skin need much more time in the sun to make the same amount of D3 as someone with very pale skin.
Exactly. And where you live matters so much.
I was reading that if you live anywhere north of, like, Atlanta, the winter sun is just too weak.
Yes, the angle of the sun in the winter means the vital rays just bounce off the sky.
Oh.
You could stand outside in Boston in January at noon and make 0 vitamin D.
None at all.
None.
So we have this perfect storm.
We do.
An indoor life starving us of the sun hormone paired with a diet slowly draining our liver's B12 tank.
Exactly.
Which brings us to the mental side of this. Why do so many smart, careful people ignore these signs for years?
Because the signs perfectly mimic just everyday stress.
Right. We don't think my nerve coding is failing. We think work was really hard this week.
We explain away our fatigue based on whatever stage of life we are in.
The way it breaks down by decades is so interesting to me.
It really is.
In your 20s, your body bounces back so fast, you're likely still running on the liver tank we talked about.
Right.
So if you feel foggy, you don't question your biology, you just grab a second iced coffee.
You just push through. But then you hit your 30s.
Right.
This is the decade where the physical bill often comes due, the tank runs dry.
But it's also the exact decade where work gets harder, houses are bought, kids come along.
So you just blame being busy.
I heard about a woman once who had been plant-based since college.
Mm-hmm.
In her early 30s, she is balancing a big job and a toddler.
A lot of stress.
Right. And she starts having these huge, heavy energy crashes.
Oh, no.
Forgetting details at work, feeling super short-tempered at home.
And how does she view those signs?
She just assumed it was normal. She told herself, I'm a working mom. Of course my brain is fried.
It is the most natural thing in the world to think that.
Exactly. It wasn't until a routine checkup showed her B12 was completely gone and her D3 was barely there.
Wow.
Her fatigue wasn't a lack of effort. It was a pure physical shortage.
She had quietly been running on empty for over a decade.
Yes. And if it stays hidden into your 40s, the story shifts again.
It does. You stop blaming the busy schedule, and you start thinking this flat mood is just what aging feels like.
Right. There was a story of a guy in his mid-40s, plant-based his whole life. But he noticed he couldn't recall names anymore, and his upbeat mood just turned into this steady, low-level grayness.
And he just accepted it as getting older.
Exactly. But a friend pushed him to check his nutrient levels.
And I bet it was an eye-opener.
It was, but the real shock was that his body's tools for taking in nutrients were actually changing.
Yes. This is a huge piece of what we understand about how bodies age. As we get older, our stomach makes less acid.
Okay, why does stomach acid matter for B12? I thought it was absorbed lower down in the gut.
It is absorbed lower down. But first, the B12 has to be broken away from the food it comes in.
Oh, I see.
That takes very strong stomach acid. And the stomach also makes a special helper protein.
A helper protein.
Yes, it grabs the B12 molecule so the lower gut can catch it.
So as stomach acid drops with age, that helper protein drops too.
Exactly.
So for people in their 30s and 40s, the risk just doubles.
It does. Your daily intake is low, your liver tank is empty, and your stomach is getting worse at grabbing whatever small amounts you do eat.
It's like attacks from all sides.
It really is a tricky spot to be in.
Now, I know someone listening is thinking, okay, this is scary, but I'm not fully vegan. I eat cheese, I eat eggs, I'm safe.
Right.
Does that small change protect them?
It's a great point to bring up. Technically, yes, dairy and eggs do have some B12 and D3.
Okay.
But everyday habits vary so much. How much your body can actually pull out and use depends totally on portion size and how often you eat it.
Right. If your dairy is just a splash of milk in your coffee and an egg on Sunday.
That is very different from eating large amounts of dairy every day.
Exactly.
Your actual daily intake might be a tiny fraction of what your nerves need to keep their coating intact.
Which is why so many people who eat some dairy still test way too low.
Yes, the math just does not add up for what the brain needs.
Okay, so the food gap is very clear now, but there is a second part that makes this so much worse.
Yes, there is.
Our modern lifestyle doesn't just hide this shortage, it speeds it up.
It really does.
We get caught in this tough cycle involving stress, sleep, and gut health.
Let's break down how that cycle works, starting with stress.
Okay.
When you are constantly stressed out, your body pumps out cortisol, our main stress hormone.
Right.
Cortisol turns on the fight or flight mode.
And when you're in fight or flight, your body doesn't care about digesting lunch, does it?
Not at all. Blood flow moves away from your gut and goes straight to your arms and legs and brain.
Wow.
So your digestion slows to a crawl.
Right.
If you eat a great meal while super stressed, your gut acts like a locked border crossing.
The gates are just down.
The gates are down. You will not easily absorb the B12 or D3 passing through.
That locked border crossing makes it so clear.
Yeah. And then we bring sleep into the mix.
Right. Because if you're stressed and fighting the brain fog, you lean heavy on coffee.
Exactly. And the heavy caffeine wrecks your sleep patterns.
Which hurts the body even more.
Yes. Poor sleep creates heat and swelling in the body. That swelling damages the delicate lining of the gut.
The actual border where the nutrients cross over.
Yes. Poor sleep physically harms the gut wall.
It's a terrifying loop.
It really is,
You're tired because your B12 is low, so you drink tons of coffee,
which spikes your stress hormone.
which locks down the gut border, so you absorb even less B12.
Right.
The coffee and stress ruin your sleep, which harms the gut lining even more.
And because you're so wiped out, you don't have the energy to cook.
So you grab highly processed snacks that have zero added vitamins.
It just feeds on itself.
Yeah.
These things, low B12, low D3, high stress, bad sleep, they interlock.
They boost each other.
They do. The deep tiredness isn't in your head. It is a very real physical chain reaction.
So how do we force the locked border back open?
Right.
Let's move into the gentle daily steps we can take. Because the good news is, this is a physical issue, which means it can be fixed.
It absolutely can. Getting your energy back just takes focus. It starts with getting the raw materials through very clear food choices.
Let's talk about those foods with added vitamins. Fortified foods, right? Plant milks, like soy, oat, almond. They are sold as having added vitamins, but you have to check the labels really closely, don't you?
You really do. Adding vitamins is not standard across the board.
Right.
One brand of oat milk might give you half your daily B12 in one glass.
But the brand right next to it could have zero.
Exactly. You must look at the label.
And then there's nutritional yeast.
Oh, yes.
It's this flaky, savory seasoning. Kind of tastes like cheese.
Right?
It is one of the very few plant-based foods packed with B12. People put it on popcorn or pasta.
It's great for that. And for D3, you want to look for sun-exposed mushrooms in the store.
I find the biology of this so cool. How do the mushrooms actually make the vitamin?
It's wonderfully similar to human skin.
Really?
Yeah. Mushrooms have a special compound in them. When farmers put these mushrooms under a sun lamp, that compound changes right into vitamin D.
Wow.
It's a rare natural source that can really help your levels.
They literally give the mushrooms a sunburn to make the vitamin.
Pretty much, yeah.
That is amazing. But it's not just what you eat, it's how you set up your stomach to catch it.
Yes.
There's a habit of pairing these foods with vitamin C. Why does that work?
Well, vitamin C creates a very acidic space in the gut.
Okay.
We talked earlier about how vital stomach acid is for B12 and iron.
Right.
Adding a squeeze of lemon or eating some bell peppers with your meal keeps those nutrients in a ready-to-use state as they cross the border.
That makes perfect sense. And we cannot forget the sunlight habit.
We cannot.
Many people find that a dedicated 10 to 15-minute walk in the middle of the day is key.
Yes.
Arms and face in the sun without sunblock for just that short time.
That brief time, right when the sun is highest, triggers a massive pulse of natural D3 in the skin.
Without hugely raising your risk for skin damage.
Exactly. The key is just building a gentle weekly rhythm.
Right.
You don't need a huge, stressful diet change that you'll just drop later. You just need 2 or 3 fortified foods and a daily walk.
If someone listening right now is caught in that tired loop, feeling completely empty, and they start these small changes today, how fast does the body actually bounce back? I heard about a 40-year-old dad who felt like he was living underwater.
Oh, wow. Yeah.
How fast did he turn it around?
The human body is so eager to heal when you give it the right parts.
It really is.
If the nerve coating hasn't taken lasting damage, the shift can be fast.
Really?
In that dad's case, he just added 2 daily fortified foods and took that short walk.
And what happened?
In about 6 weeks, he felt the heavy brain fog lift. His mental clarity came back.
6 weeks to fix years of quiet training.
Exactly. Many people find the exact same thing. They add the fortified milk, get some sun, and their afternoon energy comes all the way back in a couple of months.
The body's engine just needed the parts to do its job.
That's all it was.
That is so deeply hopeful.
It is.
And it brings us to the core message for you, the listener, today. If you have been fighting this heavy, stubborn fatigue, if your patience is gone and your brain feels locked in a cloud, it is so vital to see that this might not be a lack of willpower.
Not at all.
It's not just getting older, and it is certainly not because you aren't trying hard enough.
It could just be a simple physical shortage. Your nerves lack the B12 to keep their coating strong, and your cells lack the D3 to guide your mood.
Right.
Wellness is a daily direction. You can't wait for the loud alarms like tingling hands to make a change.
Because with the liver storage tank, by the time the alarms go off, the tank has been empty for years.
Exactly.
It's about knowing the quiet rules of your own body, which leaves me with a final lingering thought for you to sit with today.
Okay.
Think about this tension. Our bodies strictly require a vitamin that is basically impossible to get from plants, and a hormone that demands we stand outside under the open sun.
Right.
What does that tell us about how far our modern, indoor lives have drifted from the ancient ways we were built to live? You can plan the most perfect, colorful, plant-based meal in the world. But if you ignore the deep physical rules of how we are wired, you will still end up exhausted.
It is a gentle reminder that we must line up our modern days with our body's ancient needs.
These thoughts, these questions, they don't have to stop here. Wellness Geeks has many more podcasts and videos just like this one. Subscribe to the channel and explore other episodes. They all flow the same gentle way. If this podcast felt genuinely useful to you, share it with even one person in your life. That one share can bring a real change in someone's life, and it helps Wellness Geeks reach more people who truly need this. If this brought you real value, look for the join button right next to the Wellness Geeks logo below this video. Click it and become a member of the Wellness Support Circle. Your support helps Honest Health Awareness reach thousands who are silently struggling. Wellness Geeks moves forward because of you. Thank you so much from the heart for being here.